Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how I do the pupae on the table. Now we've got a little trick which is quite a crude trick, to be honest, but it does work and it does what I wanted it to do. The rolling table produces the pupae, which I made. There's a couple of different, same size there. They're basically 21 by about 13 foot, about 14 mil, 13 just over. So 21 by 13. So obviously we can roll them like that. But no, I don't want to do that. I want to make them fatter. I want to make them about three mil thicker. So I want them to be 21 mil in length. The length will be the same, but I want them to end up being about 16 mil thick. A nice bit more chunkier bait. Yeah. So how do we do that with the same rolling table without having to machine another table, which we could do? But what this trick gives you the fact that you can make two sizes, but also it gives you the option to think about it, to even make something in between or even a bit fatter. It's very simple. Basically, I'll put this down. So what I do is I've got a product. Basically, just give me 1 second. Alright, everyone's seen a kitchen laminate worktop. This will work, I think probably laminate works quite well because it's waterproof. But thin MDF, acrylic, that type of thing, basically it's the thickness of the product you want. But I want to make it about 3 mil thicker. So obviously if you want to make it slightly thinner, then you need a thinner material. But laminate, kitchen laminate, that we used to stick on the end of kitchen worktops, it's about 1 mil thick. Yeah. So I want to make it 3 mil thicker. So all I've done, I've got 3 pieces of this and just literally snapped it off. I haven't even cut it off the right length. So 3 pieces, yeah, put together. So I need the same again, another 3 pieces. Okay. So basically what we're going to do then, what I've done is I've took it, if you can see here, and I've literally quite crudely put there's 3 pieces this side, 3 pieces that side. I've got some clear sellotape and I've gone round the table, which you can see just here, look, and it's fastened either side so it bellows up, as you can see. If you've got something like acrylic and it's actually 2.5 3 mil thick, it'd probably sit fatter, but laminate tends to sort of be a bit bellowy. So sellotape all the way round like that, yeah. So now as it sits, you think, well, hold on a minute, that ain't going to roll, because obviously the blades aren't going to meet. That's very true. But what happens is basically as we open it up, so here I've got some sausages that obviously I've already done. So basically we put them across the table. That one's snapped. We'll do 3. Okay, so we've got them. So when we pull the table down, if we pull it back and forwards, move our hands about, half a dozen times is plenty. There we go. Now what's happened, we've made a thicker bait, yeah, but it's also linked together. It's like a necklace. They're actually all linked together in a line, so they actually stay perfectly straight. So if I'm not happy with the pressure anywhere, that I haven't put enough pressure, I can pull the lid back down again and actually literally do it again. And it keeps together. So you think, well, hold on a minute, they're all linked together. So as we pull the tray out, brush again, brush them off, they fall apart. And then what happens, as they fall apart, they break apart. But if a couple have actually stuck together slightly, as they fall in, when you come to boil them, they break apart. So it's a really sort of quite a crude sort of trick, but all of a sudden it opens that idea up that you can make with a table different thicknesses. I've not tried it on a round table, but really I suppose in some respects it would probably work the same thing. You're just making it oblong, aren't you? You're just going to make like an egg shape really, but you know, you can create something different. So basically all I'm doing then is, and it's easier to roll like that than if it's the thinner, because it's keeping everything straight. So if we do that again, this time I'll do 4. This one's, by the way, this is our spicy sausage, high-end all fish meals, with pure liver powder, liver liquid, Frankfurt, I've got my own blend of spices, which I put with, I used to use Robin Red, which we can use, or you've got the BF Kingfisher Red. In this one we've got the Kingfisher Red, similar sort of products, and that's in this. It's a fantastic bait, works really well, but like I say, this is in the fat pupae. So again, all we do is pull it down. I mean, now I'll just do 2 there, so you can see how that's perfect ideal. You can see that now the shape hasn't formed, so it's ideal for us to show. We've only done, so we haven't actually got the defined shape of the pupae there. It's nearly like in fact, if you go with thinner sausage, you end up like a rolling pin shape. You've got a little thing on the end and flats in the middle, so that's another option. So it's nearly right this side, but we haven't got the full shape there. So pull the lid down again, move my hand to this side, put a bit more pressure on till we're happy, and it's literally everything's kept straight. So whereas if it's individually you're making it, the bait will start to twist, and if you go again to try to make it, you'll misshape it. It's all right if you're doing a round bait to double roll. I do that all the time when making pop-ups. I'll make them, roll them on the table, and I'll literally pull the lid down again and have another go, so that they're perfectly round. But we're not making round, we're making shape stuff here. So that's another little tip there, but it gives you a lot. I mean, I've gone 3 pieces of laminate. I could go 1 piece, I could go 2 pieces. I've not tried it thicker. The thicker you go, the fatter the bait. The only problem, obviously, the actual thickness that you're actually linking it to. So if it's 3mm, if you went up to probably 5mm or something, or 6mm, you're having a really big link, and they would probably have to snap off, which you could do on the bank, and you'd end up with probably like a nipple on the end sort of thing. But it opens it up that you could literally, I mean, here I suppose what we've got 21mm wide by, I think it's 16 to 17mm in thickness. So in theory you could build the laminate up so you end up with nearly a round one, 20 to 21mm, but you'd end up with a bit like we've got on the offcut on the end. I mean, there's the little bit, I don't know if you can see there. You've got the little bit that connects the two together off the end, but that will literally snap off especially when you leave it to dry a little bit and then boil them. What I do as well is one thing that most people don't do. Most people will make them and they'll boil them straight away. I will leave a bait overnight to harden up in the tray, So the egg albumin and the mixed and the items, you know, the gels, because we use egg albumin in everything, and whey gel as well. They're drying on the outside, so it's skinning it up a little bit. So especially for ultra buoyant pop-ups and pop-ups, you're actually making a skin on the outside. It's sort of slightly drying a little bit, so it's easy to handle, and it doesn't misshape. So then I'll boil them. So again, these are red spice mix in the spicy sausage. Again, I'll be bringing some of these, what I'm rolling now, to the show. These are obviously are sinkers. I will have a go once I've done these. I'll be doing a small amount of a matching wafter, and we'll be at the show next weekend, like I said in the previous video, at the Harlow Essex Carp Show. It's a fantastic show. Everything, if you want any, if they do a carp fishing, everybody's there, I think, to a certain extent. There isn't many manufacturers I can't think of that aren't actually there. Mainline are there, Corda are there, Soul are there, as far as I remember. There's a lot of stuff, some talks. Have a come round, bring the kids, wander around. Saturday, Sunday, and it's at the Northweld Airfield. Very, very good, brilliant show, and hopefully come and see us. I think we're on stand 92. I'm going to do another video later on, or it depends how I get on today. It'll probably be tomorrow now, and I'm going to do the snails. So all I'm showing you how you can make them. If, again, like I said before, if someone wants to buy the tables and we make the tables for them, because I manufacture all the tables, that's no problem. But most people can't be arsed. Most people want me to do them than them to actually go fishing with them. So, okay, but if you want that, you can come and buy either, or do whatever and have a chat with us. I think it's stand 92 next weekend. Look forward to seeing you. Cheers then. Speak to you later. Thank you very much.